Hi everyone, welcome to another side-by-side colored pencil drawing video. You can see my reference image there on the left, and I'm working on the drawing here on the right using Prismacolor and Polychromos pencils on Legion Rising Museum mount board. That's the 2-ply white, and you buy that paper in sheets and then you just have to cut it down to whatever size you want to work on. In this case, I was working on an 8x8 inch sheet because I wanted to keep this small. This is a beginner level tutorial over on my membership, so I just wanted to make it really easy for somebody else to follow along. So you can see me working with the greens. Like I said, I started off with the leaves here at the base. I was using a dark green Prismacolor, a sap green light from Prismacolor, and I was also using chrome oxide green and juniper green from Polychromos. And one of the things that you might notice when you look at this drawing is compared to the reference image, my greens are quite a bit more vibrant and they're definitely cooler. And if you wanted it to look a little bit more like the greens that are in the reference image, you would just go with some warmer, more muted greens. And it's one of the things that I talk about a lot in my tutorials is that the most important thing are the values, way more important than the actual colors you choose. Here you can see me blending this area with solvent. I have Utrecht NOOD Odorless paint thinner in my dispenser there, and I'm blending that out using a pointed Q-tip, and you can see how it just really dissolves the pigment and makes a big difference there. So after I finish blending with solvent, I always let the drawing dry for just a few minutes, and then I can come over and add a second layer using the colored pencils. And typically I'm just using the same colors, often even in the same order, but I'm really focusing on making sure that my values are dark enough, my highlights are bright enough, and I'm adding any little details. I'm also wanting to make sure that my edges are nice and clean, that sort of thing. That yellowish pencil you see me using there was the yellow chartreuse from Prismacolor, adding a touch of brightness. And there's a white Prismacolor just to lighten up the highlight areas. And those white Prismacolor pencils are also really good for blending and smoothing out your final layers, especially in places that you want more of a highlight. Went over those areas with an electric eraser just to pull up some of the pigment, which makes my brighter, lighter colors stick a little bit better. So now moving on to the next section of, I guess that's more of a stem than the leaf, but I was using mainly the same colors, but you'll see me use even more of that yellow chartreuse, and then also some May green from Polychromos and a little bit of apple green from Prismacolor. And the other pencil that I didn't mention that you might see me use some is a 90% cool gray from Prismacolor, and that gives me those super dark values. A lot of times the greens that you have in your set, even like for example in Prismacolor, the dark green, it's not always dark enough for the darkest values of green. So if you layer some dark gray in with that dark green, then you can get your values where you want them to be. I do that in almost every single drawing when I'm working with greens. There are just very few greens that are actually also darker value-wise, and they're not always the exact pencil that I want to work with, or they might be the wrong color. For example, Luminance has a sap green that's really nice and dark, but it's not always the right color. I think it leans pretty cool, and I don't always want that. So Derwent Lightfast also has several really beautiful dark greens that a lot of times you can get away with using those pencils and not having to layer any gray in there. But layering the gray underneath the greens works really well. Here I'm using a Lyra Splendor blender pencil, and I'm just using that on the final layers just to kind of just blurs everything, softens my lines a little bit. And now starting to work on the actual flower, and I was using a cold gray one from Polychromos, and it was mainly that pencil along with white. And I just used various amounts of that pencil and various pressures. Now there's a little bit of that May green from Polychromos, working on the center of the flower there. The flower itself was actually really easy. All of this was really easy. These types of leaves are very easy to draw. So this piece is actually a really great starter piece if you've never worked with color pencils before and you want to give them a try. I think because it's such a pretty little flower. It's a beautiful composition, it's simple, but it's a great one to get started with for that reason. And that's about it for this one. Thanks so much for watching.